Welcome back to our practice of dealing with difficulty. Funny thing, this is my fourth take of this recording because each time there was some problem with microphone, with the storage getting full. It was driving me nuts. Fourth time to do that. But we deal with difficulties practically on a daily basis. And what we need to focus is on improving how we approach those difficulties. So let's go. Lie on your back. You know what we're going to do. Bring both knees toward your chest, right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee, either crossing left arm on top or right arm on forearm on top, whichever way you like, doesn't matter. And begin very gently, tilting your left knee to the left and feel you beginning to roll to your left side. Come back to the left and come back. Each time go a little further until you start to border that place of balancing, and then come back, and then go ahead, go through that place and see if you can roll onto your left side, preferably without falling. And then from there, how you can come back. How reversible or not reversible you are. And again, when we get to the point we are stuck, we don't know what to do, how to do it, we are kind of like we want to punch the walls. It won't help. Get stuck, that's okay. Actually, in the take that I did mention that did not take because of the microphone and other technical issues, I was getting stuck rolling to the right side. And it was a beautiful example, even for a guy who does it and the guy who is teaching it. I was not able to roll back. Okay, let's do this to the right. Let's see if I can do it to the right. Open a little to the right, come back, do it a few times. Again, we're listening to how to make it a smooth transition without necessarily falling, without any need for swinging or using inertia. One more time, approximating that place of balance. Coming back. And next time, go ahead and roll onto your right side. Slowly shifting weight from point to point to point to point as you're moving to the right side. And from right side, you're starting to come back. And again, I'm getting stuck. You see? Fantastic. Of course, I don't like it. I'd love to be able to lift my leg and I'll start to cheat, but I won't. There is something in me that I'm not clear, something in the back that starts to arch instead of rounding. I don't know how to figure it out. Great. Lie on your back and now interlace both of your fingers behind your head. Lift both of your knees and very gently begin to bring both of your elbows and knees toward each other and apart. When you go apart, let your elbows also widen. Exhale, bring your elbows forward so each elbow points toward the knee. The same knee, right on right, left to left. And then come back. Exhale, folding, unfolding. Give up any notion that you should be able to touch. Look, I could touch. I could force myself to bring the knees and elbows toward each other. But the moment I do this, I lose quality of control, movements get jumpy, jerky. I'm teaching my brain to operate with excessive effort. And that's not what you want to learn. You want to learn smooth operation. Exhale, bring both knees toward the elbows, elbows toward the knees, and come back. Both elbows and knees are moving, not only the elbows. When you do that, feel how muscles in front of you, your abdominal muscles, are contracting, working, and muscles in the back elongate. Feel how your contact with the floor changes, how weight shifts from the center of the pelvis toward the top of the pelvis, toward the belt line. Then come back. Feel lower back, parts of your spine that presses into the floor. And then come back. Great. Stop. Relax. Return one foot, the other foot. Straighten both of your knees. Check your contact with the floor. Resting. Breathing. Feel if something has sunken into the ground. Your spine, your ribs, your pelvis, legs and arms. Lovely. Bend both of your knees one at a time. Lift them toward your chest, over your belly. Interlace your fingers. Put the hands behind your head. This time, start to aim, direct your right elbow and the left knee toward each other and apart. Your right elbow and the left knee. Come back. Feel how your head is starting to turn to the left. Become aware of what you do with your eyes. Don't fix your eyes on the ceiling, because the moment I fix my eyes to the ceiling, something in my neck stiffens. If I look to the left and down, I'm starting to incorporate more of my system in movement. Feel the work on the two sides of the belly. If you feel contraction or tiredness of work on the right side, these are your right external oblique muscles of the belly. If you feel more contraction on the left side, these are likely to be your left internal obliques. Or maybe you're feeling that both sides of the belly are working uniformly, spreading the distribution of effort through both sides. Let's do it 3 more times. Exhale, your right elbow and left knee toward each other, apart. Toward each other, apart. Exhale, feel what presses into the floor. And then come back. Very good. Return your head, return your legs gently, slowly. Straighten your legs. Rest a moment. Feel the contact that you're making with the floor. Length of your legs. Breathing, your belly expanding, relaxing. Very nice. Bend your knees. Lift both of your knees toward your chest. Interlace your fingers. Perhaps interlace them in a non-habitual way. So one way of interlacing is naturally without thinking. Then unlace, move one digit off to unfamiliar or less familiar interlacing. And begin to bring your left elbow and your right knee. And then come back. Left elbow, right knee. Coming back. Feel what presses into the floor. Exhale. Again, no ambition to touch. Back and forth. You decide how many repetitions. For some people, maybe 3, maybe 4, and that's all that's necessary and they need to rest. Others may do 5, 10. Always work within what you feel is within the range of your comfort. Feel how you turn your head. Can you sense your eyes looking to the right and down? Come back. 3 more times. Exhale. Inhale, returning. Left knee, left elbow, right knee. Toward each other. Coming back. Exhale. Come back. Wonderful. Leave it alone. Straighten everything down. Rest a moment. Allow your brain to process that information that you just provided it. The beautiful thing that you don't have to do anything, just quiet down, close eyes. And give a moment to rest, which is really not resting for your brain. Your brain is going over that information that you just provided, that learning material. What you want to do, limit incoming input of information. So therefore we close eyes and we're resting. Wonderful. Bend both of your knees. Lift both of your knees toward your chest. Cross right hand on the left knee, left hand on the right knee. And again, here's the key point. If I start to think, oh my God, will I be able to do it now to the right? Will I be able to come back? The moment I do this, I tense up and I'm getting in my own way. So whether you improve or you feel you improve or not, it's not that important. Let's begin to the left, letting left knee open, feeling how we can rotate. Sometimes during learning, we scramble and unscramble patterns of movement. And you may actually find that sometimes things get a little worse. And that's okay. Don't give up. Go to the left and back a few times. Feel how you're moving through your left back, left waistline, left hip, left ribs, till you come back to side lying. From there, lifting and returning. And if you can't return, that's okay. Of course, we're such addicts in a way of success, of instant gratification, that we get discouraged so early when we find limits. But don't quit. Don't quit. Move toward and away. And now let's try to the right. Right knee leads. Left knee follows. See, I was able to do it, but I efforted it. That wasn't elegant yet. Maybe a little better because I was able to do this, but so what? Still, I'm learning together with you how to do this movement a little bit better. Toward the side, coming back, If you get to the point where you get stuck, you remember that you can always uncross your hands and go right on right, left on left, and work on that strategy. But then, eventually, crossing back to arms crossed and finding out, do we move forward and we don't get discouraged when we find out that the movement gets hard. Wonderful. I'm going to see you tomorrow for another practice. If you can, straighten your legs, close your eyes, and let go for a minute.